Your next phone call can make you $15,000, or it can make you quit real estate forever. It all depends on what you say in the first 10 seconds. Faith and formulas for success. That's what I teach on this channel here. This video is going to give you the exact code calling script that I use and my students use for wholesaling real estate. What's up, my people? I'm Taylor Kinder. For those that don't know me, I'm a real estate investor, entrepreneur, and I believe that faith and financial freedom goes hand in hand. I help people with no money, no experience, no involvement in real estate get into real estate and build and generate wealth. If you've ever felt scared of this thing, to pick up the phone and to call someone for a deal or for an investment opportunity, this video is going to show you how you can leverage this instrument or this tool so that you can make thousands every single month. And this is your breakthrough opportunity. This phone is a weapon. It's not just a phone, it's a sword. You don't swing it out of fear, but you swing it with purpose. Cold calling is not about tricking people. It's about asking the right questions, trying to qualify the caller or the seller in which you're calling, saying the right things quickly and smoothly, and speaking to the right people. Just like David in the Bible when he faced Goliath. Now, every powerful cold call has 5 simple parts. Number 1 is the opener. Introduce yourself and you're clear about your intention for this call. Number 2 is the reason why you're calling and what you want to achieve in this call. Number 3 is the qualifier. Find out if this person is serious and if they're ready to move forward. Number 4 is to qualify them to move forward. Move the deal along. You want a soft close on this person. And number 5 is the follow-up frame. Set up follow-up for future success. Here's what you don't want to do. Hey, Jamie? Is this Jamie? This is Taylor. Is this a good time? That's what you want to avoid. Instead, use this as the opener. Hey, Jamie, this is Taylor. How are you doing today? When you use this tonality, even if they don't recognize who's Taylor, their brain is registering, who's Taylor? Taylor, it seems like he knows me. I must know him. Who's Taylor? Who is? And they go straight. Instead of catching them off guard, they're interested, they're leaning in. That's the position you want to be in. And depending on the response, say this. Hey, I saw your property at 123 Main Street. I was wondering if you're open for a cash offer on this property. This is how you qualify someone quickly and you get straight to the point without going around, beating around the bush. This way you're honest, quick, and you're respectable of their time, and you qualify the lead and you move the lead and transition into the next phase. Oh, great. When would be a time for me to come by or send somebody over there to look at the property? Using this simple script, I've closed hundreds of deals. Here's some questions you want to ask the seller to approve them and to qualify the deal. Number 1, what is the condition of the property? You want to ask them this question. Are you the main owner or should I be talking to someone else? And key question to ask them. If you had a magic wand, would you rather get top dollar for this property or would you rather sell this property fast? What's more important to you? And there you'll figure out their pain point with that property. Either they want to get rid of it really quick or they see the value of it and they're willing to get the top dollar for that property. Here's the thing, in doing this, every bad lead that you get and you end up with, it saves you a lot of time and it gets you closer and closer to that one deal where the seller is gonna say yes. So the thing to remember here, do not get discouraged if you get a lot of no's. In every 95% of no, there's gonna be that 5% yes, and that 5%, that's what we're looking for. That 5% is what changes everything. One of my students, Jasmine, had been using her own scripts before as she was calling, and she was just using various different random ways to call and reach out to people. And she was getting a lot of, I'm not interested, it's okay, I'm not at this time, those types of answers. She used the script that I gave her, and within a week, she was able to close, so she was able to sign a contract, and then a month later, she was able to close on the deal. And made, on the first deal that she made about $11,000. So the key thing about getting on the phone is moving the needle to the next point. moving the transaction and the deal along. Here's what you want to do. If you see some interest from the seller, you want to do this. All right, got it. It seems like we might be a fit. What I'd like to do is set up a 15 to 20 minute walkthrough, virtual walkthrough, or an in-person walkthrough so we can see if the property fits our criteria and fits your needs so that we can give you a good offer. Remember, when you're cold calling, you're offering a gift. You're not grabbing something from them. If you try grabbing a lot at once, it's gonna be overwhelming for the seller. Even if they're interested in selling, they're not gonna be wanting to move forward with you in particular because the way you're going about it. So tonality, voice, offer. Try to understand and put yourself in their shoe. Just like what John Maxwell says, nobody cares about what you can do for them or what you know until they understand how much you care for them. So remember, you're bringing a solution in this situation. So here's the thing, even if you make a call and you get ghosted by the seller, no problem. Keep pushing forward into the other deals, but you want to stay consistent in what you say and what you do, because eventually some of these sellers will even call you back because of just something that you may have said, and they may ask clarification on it. But you want to be straightforward and clarity so that everything is understood from your side and the seller side. Here's what I say to most of my rejections. I totally understand. If anything changes or if you want an offer down the road, can I keep your info and get back with you later on? Typically in this situation, you get a no, I'm not interested. Okay, it's all right. Or they might say, yes, check with me in 2 weeks. And they're evaluating their options and they don't have the pressure to sell yet. Let's be real, most people will never pick up the phone and call because for many reasons, fear, rejection, insults, all sorts of different stuff. But if, on your end, if you have that perspective, just understand this. The leads that you fail to call, someone else is calling and closing on them. Also, if you call and you sound unprepared, then you automatically lose the deal. And another thing to keep in mind, if you don't follow up on these leads, then you definitely lose the deal. So here's the thing, it's not about being a professional pest. It's about being consistent and knowing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it strategically so you can get it closed. Some things to remember. Record your calls and review them on a weekly basis. Smile when you talk on the phone. It changes your tonality, your mood, and it brings your voice on the other line just more positive. And here's the thing, you want to call during golden hours. You don't want to call just randomly at night, early in the morning on a Monday. You want to pick strategic time zones, but times specific to that time zone in which you're calling. Sometimes, depending on where you're working, maybe 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. when someone's already off work, or the middle of the day when they're having a lunch, they have a quick break. Strategic times where you can find someone available. Here's my challenge for you. First, download the checklist that I have below and the scripts that I have. Join my community where I teach you how to call and when to make these calls and the efficiency of leveraging the seller and getting buyers so that you can close more wholesaling deals. Second challenge that I have for you, make at least 10 calls a day. You may think that it's a lot, but once you start getting on the phone, 10 calls is not that much. You need to get on even more calls. Some people like Ryan Pineda and other wholesalers, Cody Sperber, they have teams of people who are doing cold calls on a consistent basis. So they do thousands and thousands of calls on a daily basis. You don't have to worry about getting to that level yet, right? Start small and then grow and scale. And when you make your 10 calls, comment down below, I made my 10 calls, and I'll cheer you on. And if you're ready to take it on the next level with the wholesaling, join my live training where I'm gonna be able to help you look at deals, analyze deals, look at contracts, talk to sellers, and also talk to buyers so that you can come to bring everything together, close more wholesaling deals. Join my training, which is in my community. I'll see you there. Remember, God gave you a voice. Use that voice as leverage. Don't let fear win over you. Use what God has given you to win and win big. And always remember, you're just one phone call away from that next deal or your first deal to make $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 in your first deal or your next one. See you in the next video.